How is all, and welcome back to another episode of KCG Plays. My name is Kevin, and today we're playing another challenge video on Luck Be a Landlord. So 2 days ago I played the social butterfly challenge, basically taking all the faces. Today we're going to play the complete opposite. It's the anti-social challenge, and the rules are much simpler on this one. Just take none of the faces. So if it can be removed by General Zarf, it can't be taken. It's pretty simple. I think this one's actually much harder, but there's a few decent strategies. Crabs can work, a lot of diamonds can work. Of course, a lot of the items that buff other items are faces, so it's slightly harder, but we'll see how we go. Beasts, of course, maybe this will be where we get the hens and the chicken coop and the birdhouse build. That would work. Let's do it as always on floor number 1. If you guys are enjoying the videos, please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And let's jump right in and see if we can get a win. The last time we played this, we had slightly different rules. We could take one face, but you could only have one face at a time. And we did get a win, I believe, in that. So we're making it slightly harder this time, and we're playing with no faces. So that rules out kind of candy immediately because there's no way of getting rid of it. Kine, there is still a way of getting rid of. Snail, no way of getting rid of it. So we'll take a kine. It's only marginally worse than the snail, and at least we can destroy it. Any of these are okay. I'll take the key. It has slightly more of an upside. Again, any of these. Dice is worth 2 on average, so I'll take it. We're only playing on floor number 1, so it's a little bit easier. We could try for pairs, of course, would work with, but we'd have to get arrows with them. I'll take a cheese. We can pick up a mouse, so cheese and mouse. Cow and cat would be a decent combination, but we did make the first rent payment with 6 left over. 50 now due in 5 spins. Hexadraining will be okay this early on. 30% chance to make an adjacent symbol worth 3, but worth 0, but I'll take Big Earn, although I think Hexadraining would be okay. Guillotine is completely useless because we can't take billionaires. Swear jar is pretty decent. That saved a few of my runs, so we'll give it a go. Cultist obviously can't be taken. Wine can be taken, but dwarfs can't. So, but on the other hand, wine could eventually be worth 3, so I think it's better. It's also just worth 2 now. If we get happy hour, it can be worth 3. Diamonds could be a way to go. It suits, of course. If we get suits, there's a few items that would help out. Lockbox is good with the key. Yeah, this could be a suits run. It's not looking like it's going to be a crabs run anyway, I'll tell you that. But big spin, and we made the 50 rent payment with no problem whatsoever. 40 left over. 100 now due in 6 spins. Coconut could be okay. We could pick up a monkey. Or Void Creature. I think Void Creature is probably better. Fruit Basket is pretty decent. That makes quite a lot of these fruits worth taking, so let's take Fruit Basket. Okay, we will pick up a monkey. Okay, and we'll pick up a second Big Earn. Although maybe bar soap just to fill up all our empties would also have been a decent choice. Another red heart is great. If we can get 3 of them, they're all worth 2 each. That's pretty decent. His Void Creature isn't destroyed by General Zarf, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it isn't. I've been playing so far that it hasn't, so I'll continue with that. I'll look it up if I ever see a General Zarf. I'll take another key. Actually, Quigley the Wolf would be another method of winning this. There's a few builds that kind of work, but even a lot of them are improved. Like crabs, Quigley the Wolf are improved by getting the Beastmaster, so it's still tough enough. But I did make the 100 rent payment with 71 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. Rain, of course, flowers, don't take any. But a third diamond is great. And adoption papers is pretty good, but I'll take adoption papers. I might kind of leave them, like not use them now. I'll take a second cheese, or should I use it now? What actually would we take? We would take 1 mouse. And that's pretty much it. We don't have any synergies with anything else. Obviously, Elder Creature we would take and Cow we'd take, but they're quite rare. So let's leave them for later on. We might get a, let's reroll, and we could take a Coal. We might get a Checkered Flag, and that would obviously improve quite a lot of the creatures from adoption papers. I don't want a Crab, it's a bit late, so let's skip. We're doing all right. Lucky Capsule, let's go with the Lucky Capsule. I don't actually know how many rares there are that aren't faces. Spirit is obviously one of them, but not fantastic. It's only worth 16. Let's Dame, also not fantastic. I'll take another Cheese. Hopefully we get offered a mouse some stage soon. But we did make the 150 rent payment at 94 left over. 225 now due in 7 spins. I think another diamond is probably the way to go. Coconut is tempting. Coconut will give me a lot of money short term, but I think long term diamonds is the better option. Grave Robber is great. We have 2 big urns at the moment. So let's remove. Do we have anything? This is worth 2. This is only worth 1, and there's no way of removing it without a face. This is not worth 2, but I think Kinds are also the worst. Other than Kind on a string, there's no way of removing it without a face. Let's skip these. I'm pretty happy with how the deck's coming along at the moment. I won't take a Thief. No, I'll take none of these. This stage we kind of want to be a bit more choosy towards Treefers. I'll take another Urn though. Yeah, we're getting a nice stack of Kinds at the moment. I'll take another Coal because we will make rent, and these will make the late game much easier. I will take another Coal. This is getting a bit risky, but these should start popping in fairly soon. I'll take, how is our 21 symbols, of which 2 of them are spirits. I'll take 1 more milk. No, yeah, milk. I said milk and I was immediately, no, that's wrong. That's not a milk, but yeah, it is a milk. So I did make the 225 rent payment, 125 left over, 300 now due in 7 spins, and we're in a great position at the moment. I'll take a removal capsule, and I will take Black Cat. Cats now give 2, and occasionally we get 6. Let's take out the other kind, and let's take out, or we could leave it at that. We have 1 thing to be removed. At this stage, I wouldn't mind picking up a mouse. We'll see if we are likely to make rent. I won't bother getting a mouse, but otherwise I'll go for one. So we did make, say we're making about 40 per spin. That's 240. Yeah, we should make rent with no problem. We only made 20 on that spin. Another diamonds though is great. 28 on that spin. A coconut half is good. It's worth 3, and when the monkey eats it, he'll get 15. 32 on that spin. I don't particularly want the clubs. We're going to stick with the red ones. Let's remove something. Probably this flower at this stage. Okay. Okay, we should have our diamonds coming in fairly soon, and that'll help make the next rent payment. Let's skip all these. 15 from our monkey. So monkey isn't fantastic. I'll take another hearts though. Yeah, that heart is worth 4. They're now starting to be worth 3 pretty consistently on average, and occasionally worth more. So we made the 300 rent payment, 59 left over, 350 now due in 8 spins. There's a Mrs. Fruit, that'd be great. Let's re-roll for something better. A honey is pretty decent, and ooh, black suits. Of course it would be black suits, wouldn't it? No, I'm not. Will I add black suits? No, I don't think so. I think it's a bit late at this stage. Let's remove. Okay, let's see if we can get a mouse. I'll take a void creature. I will take nothing here, and the mouse. That's great. That clears out 3 of our cheeses. Eventually, once it rolls in. 46 on that turn. That's not a problem. So we're getting about 40 per turn without the void creature. That is 40 by 7 is 280. 380, yep, so we should make the next rent payment. I'll take another big urn, and let's remove this anchor. I think now is the worst. And we now have our first diamond, and we've removed our first cheese, so we're doing pretty good. Let's skip this. We won't get these diamonds this rent payment, but they will pop in for the next rent payment. I don't want another wine. It's only worth 2, so it's not the best. Let's skip all of these. Okay, we're getting about 40 per turn, so we shouldn't have any problem with this rent. Next rent might be a slight issue, but hopefully with these 2 diamonds that'll make up the difference. 350, we made that with 84 left over, so 425 due in 8 spins. We need about 50 per turn, and with the 2 diamonds we should make that no problem. Let's take another big earn, and let's take red suits give twice as much. That's just perfect. We couldn't have asked for anything better. And now let's take out. I will eventually remove this mouse. I'll remove this monkey actually, and I'll eventually remove the mouse. Once it eats the last cheese, I'll take it out. Yeah, 84 on that spin. Yeah, so looks like we've already won this one. Yep, 79. Let's take a chemical 7. $95, not so bad. I'll take another coal. I think we do still have time for it to roll in, and of course we might get the time, what is it, time clock, time stop, something like that. So skip this. My cheese is still there, but finally it's gone. So eventually we'll take out the mouse once we replace it with something better. 14 from this diamond. Let's re-roll and let's skip. 85. We'll take another cheese for the mouse while we have it. Okay, and we made the 425 rent payment with 353 left over. 575 due in 9 spins. Another diamond is great, and we'll take a pool ball, I guess. And we'll take another cheese since we have it. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, my animation speed. I must have had a hex of destruction at one of my recent runs. I was thinking the animations were taking a while, so we just put them up. This game is pretty much already won. I could have taken the lockbox to get rid of that key. That's definitely on my to-do list. But we don't really need to add anything at the moment. More diamonds. What do you mean diamonds? I mean suits diamonds. Let's take a reroll capsule. And we'll skip all of these. And skip all of these. We could take a target there, but actually arrows would be really good for us. And we made the 575 rent payment with 619 left over, 625 now due in 9 spins, and we already have it. It's given us a joker, but it's also given us a bronze arrow, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, it doesn't take out fight creatures, so they are able to be taken. I'll take a fish tank and just give me something else I can take. This arrow has been worth 8 plus 11 already. 120 on that spin, we'll skip. $98. Here's the sun. I'll take it just because it's worth 3. We don't have any flour though, so. But we do have empties, so this is worth taking something. I could take another cat. They are worth 2, but there's no real point. Hustling capsule actually there would have been a better choice. 103, pretty consistently. Don't need any clubs. Yeah, well, when suits work, they really work. I think even without getting red suits, which obviously was a massive high roll, I think this run still would have won. I might have had to be a bit more careful with kind of like what I took and paid a bit more attention, but I think it was still a winning run. Do I want a key? Not particularly. I could have taken a flower there for the sun actually. Probably not a good idea. I wonder what the I wonder has anyone worked out what the average value of a flower is. If you have one flower and one sun, what's the average value of the flower? That would be an interesting one to work out. I'll take a... Will I take a treasure chest? No, I'll just skip. Anthropology degree, completely useless. Tax evasion. Seed. Fertilizer is actually alright because I do want fruits. I thought this was going to be a fruits run and we ended up adding very little fruits. But, I mean, you just can't argue. When they offer you this many diamonds, you have to go with it. Let's take another cheese. Let's remove this dice. Not because it's the worst, but just because it's kind of equal to a load of things, and it will slightly speed up the animation to not have the dice rolling. Okay, let's we could take a white fruit. Sure, why not? Rusty gear, that's all you need now for this run to go completely bananas. Okay, obviously if we were playing normally we could have gone endless. We had the joker, another joker or two, and that's all you need. Don't need another cat. Okay, I'll take a goldfish. We do have a goldfish bowl, we might as well use it. And 106. I could have taken that golden chest and taken the key there. And we made the 675 rent payment with 1,346 left over. 777 now due in 10 spins. Let's re-roll for something really good. Silver arrow I think is probably the best we'll offer. Black suits give twice as much. Sure, why not? Just get both of the suits relics. Relics, items. I've obviously been watching too much of Slay the Spire's relics, I think, isn't it? Never actually played it, but I have watched people play it. Might get around to it one day. $125. Yeah, we're pretty consistently getting 100, between 100 and 125 on this run, so I mean, we could even go endless with this. Let me just skip everything. And skip. Okay, getting close now. One more spin left. And let's go for it. What do we get? 99. Not even our best spin. But we did make the 777 rent payment with 1,694 left over. And we have won this challenge. And basically, we kind of leaned into diamonds early on. Had a few things going. We had some big urns. Kind of got grave robber. There was a chance we'd go fruits. Leaned into diamonds. They started being really good. Once you get 3 of them, they start being kind of good. Once you get 3 of the same, and then once we got red suits, there wasn't any doubt that we would win this. But we picked up a load of diamonds as well, diamonds rather than suits diamonds, which definitely helped us. And I think even without red suits, obviously that was really good, but even without that I think we would have won. So yeah, I think this is the first challenge I won when I was first doing the group of challenges, and we've now won it again, which makes me think, I always think this is one of the harder challenges, but possibly not. But give it a go, guys. It's a lot of fun. Definitely tries out new builds. I haven't had a suits build. This is the first suits build I've actually had, like a proper one. And having to take no faces definitely contributed to that. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. If you have any more challenges you want to see me do, leave them in the comments and I'll add them to the list. We'll be back tomorrow, another regular Floor 9 run. So subscribe for that if you're interested. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought and if you guys have ever tried this challenge or would be interested in. I'd be interested to see what rent you guys ended up with. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.